p.m. Trade Vietnam in this bitch. It's colder than a bitch out here today. I don't even know what the temperature is right now outside. It's cold as fuck. It's cold as shit. I hate Midwest winters. Lived in the Midwest my whole fucking life. Never get used to it. Never gonna be okay with it. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. Winters get cold. It get hot as fuck up there in the summertime. It get cold as fuck in the winter. We get it all up there. And of course, with the cold weather, the open carry demos, are down to damn near pretty much zero. I might get out here this weekend. Cuz might come through, and we'll get out here and do an open carry demo this weekend. It'll be cold as hell, but it won't be, the coldest of the cold days. So we might try to bear through it. And just suit up, get nice and warm, and get out here. Not only is it cold on us if we try to do these open carry demos in the cold weather, then it's cold on other people too. So it's less likely that people actually get out and hug, which will mean a lot of people get out in the cold while we out here to give us a warm hug. You know what I'm saying? Out here with these guns and all that. That's love, cool, whatever. But man, we might show a sign of faith and get out here a couple times, but. Of course, in the wintertime, man, Midwest, Iowa, yeah, them open carries gonna be minimal. But I will be doing videos I can do inside and shit. If I give me a little studio corner in the house somewhere, and I do gun reviews and shit like that, gun collection videos, all that type of shit. Is what I'm gonna do with my time through the winter when we can't get out here doing this shit. I really like the Southwest part of this country, man. I used to love California and politics ruined paradise. They fucked California up with all their bullshit. I would never live there. I wanted to live there, and I thought, maybe one day I was going to be a famous Hollywood writer and director. And I'm cold with it, too. I have a few treatments registered with the Writers Guild in L.A. They probably expired by now. They only last like 5 years, but I've written treatments, which is basically the whole story of a film without the dialogue, with a little bit of detail to entice the reader, of course, but no dialogue, just telling the story. It's called a treatment. To be no longer than 20 pages long. You can get that registered with the Writers Guild in LA as a copywritten piece of intellectual property. And I had a few of those in the past registered, and when you get a registration like that, what that proves to a potential sponsor or producer is that it's been checked, the story has been checked against other copyrighted material, and you will be a safe bet to go with because your material doesn't appear to be stolen or copied from somebody else's shit. So I had maybe 3 of those. I got 5 or 6 movie ideas, and they're all pretty damn good. And what's so funny is that without trying, as I was awakening to the government bullshit and all of that, each of my movies revolve around the evils of money or what people do for money. And actually, one of the films that I had written is called "What People Do for Money," literally. And it's a dope story. I'm a good storyteller, man. And man, this is the first time I've even spoken out loud my aspirations to be a filmmaker and to even think about the stories that I have. This is the first time right now talking to y'all that has crossed my mind like this in a long time. And it's making me feel some type of way because the evil bullshit, the satanic shit, and the politics and the mind control and all that shit behind the entertainment industry, including sports and music, they tainted something that's supposed to be dope, man. The film industry is supposed to be dope, man. But of course, Hollywood is all fucking weird and shit, bro. With this, the big ass drop of blood or whatever. There's supposed to be some statue or monument or some type of shit that's just outside the Hollywood perimeters or some shit, man. Come on, man. All that shit is weird. And it's deeper than that. There's more tangible things even than that. To point to the idea that mind control and satanic worship is all over this entertainment industry, man. Hollywood is a weird, evil place. We all know that. The potential for the grooming and the abuse on people under the age of 18, even prepubescent people find themselves abused and taken advantage of financially and otherwise. you know, through this Hollywood thing, man, and I'm so fucking glad I never turned into one. I'm glad I never went there with that shit, bro. I love my imagination and what I intend to do, and doing independent films will be a dope thing for me to get back into. That's where my heart is really at. But much like my film aspirations when I was in college, because I graduated college with a digital film degree. All my aspirations in college, you know, trying to cast these short films that I was writing with other students, even with drama students, sometimes, man, people drop the ball, people flake out, people can't commit to agreements and obligations, man. And when we all students fighting to, you know, prove ourselves academically in a college, people got their kicking time and they study time and they grind time for their shit, man. And it was just hard. So all of my independent films that were successful in college were things that I could come up with to film by myself, and that's weird because doing the open carry demos, of course, cuz with me, whatever, but I can easily be and sometimes am a one-man show, and I get out there with my camera filming my shit, just me. So it all came back full circle, and I can appreciate that and recognize, you know, what life do to you. I see a lot of cycles like that, even deep into my childhood, of things that I tend to do, or perspective that I had, or the way I used to see things as a kid that I still hold on to now, that is shaping who I am as a man, and I can see it right at it. Even on a metaphysical level, some weird shit too. Dreams and all type of shit, man, it kind of manifested later on in my adult life in a weird way. You know, dreams from my childhood and shit. So all of this shit I try to pay attention to and take a nod to, even when it's outside of my understanding or belief. Okay, I'm having some internet issues, which is weird because I'm always like on this route. Ain't no internet, ain't no expected internet disconnections on this route here. But yeah, man, like I was saying, movies, man, the films that I was writing, they all unintentionally were about money. I had a kids movie that's supposed to have a lot of adult humor and angles in it about the financial system, but it's a movie for kids though. I would imagine get a PG-13 rating called Cold Hard Cash, and it's about some entrepreneurial kids finding some quote-unquote buried treasure. Somebody was like, oh, that sounds like the Goonies or whatever. I'm like, nah, this ain't nothing about no Goonies, bro. You lightly trying to compare this story to the Goonies, bro. This is nothing like that. This is some deep financial education shit that I'm putting in the kids' movie. And it was dope. And I wrote this shit like 10 years ago, bro. I've been on this. My mind been like this. But turning into the gun rights activism was just you know, an after effect of all of this other build-up and levels of awareness that I was finding myself crawling through. But man, and then there was another film that I wrote. What was it called? Cash is Hell. That's all about money and how the financial, the money is fiat. How it ain't based on that. How the Federal Reserve ain't even federal, and it got no reserves. All that, and it was an entertainment Hollywood type of movie that kind of tells the story of a guy who goes, man, what the fuck? When he realized that this is the truth, man, it's good, man. And I wrote that one, I don't know, 8, 9 years ago, man. Crazy. I've been on this, bro. I've been on this. Damn shame that they ruined my Hollywood aspirations, man, with all this bullshit, man. I'm just glad I stayed clear of the fire, because Hollywood is a fucking ball of fire. Fuck that shit, man. But yeah, man, listen, man, the cold weather finna fuck my shit up. The open carries me down to a minimum, but I do the best I can to be creative in how I will remain active, keep on doing my shit, talking my shit, and producing some motherfucking content. Peace and love to your RPM, resist the political manipulation. Wu-Bang, boy, this gun shit for everybody. Get you one. Yo, and as a matter of fact, 2 guns is 1, and 1 gun is none. You had to get more than 1, okay? You better really arm yourself, get proficient too. It's not that hard to do. People go from, how the fuck does this work, to shooting like John Wick in time, bro. You put the time in, you get there. The dumbest, most clumsy people out there with practice and some respect for what it is that you're dealing with, and you know, articulating gun safety rules, and then put them into practice as much as you can. Yo, man, you grow to learn. Your ignorance will make you fearful of something that you need not fear like that, man. So get you a gun, do your thing, protect yourself, and stay warm, because it's finna get cold out here in this Midwest. This is some fucking bullshit, bro.